Good morning, everyone, and welcome into the Wednesday live stream. Great to see everyone. As always, hope everyone is doing well. It is a very hot day here in Massachusetts, already about 85 degrees here. Got the AC running on full blast, which, if I set up everything correctly, you shouldn't be able to hear the air conditioning. Hopefully, you guys can hear me all right. And got quite a few people already in the chat. Hey, PJC, great to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Derek. Hey, Erica, Jack. Good to see you, my friend. Society Red. Welcome in. Hey, Parson. And who else do we have? Hey, Jesse Green. Hey, Ziggy. Hey, Bruce. Wixom, Sean. Good to see you. That's good. That was the goal right there, to have it so you couldn't hear it, because that would just be frustrating and annoying. Let's see, who else do we have? Hey, Rob, good to see you. Hey, agents. And I discovered Raw and SmackDown are on Hulu. Oh, wow. I knew they used to be a while ago. Then I thought they left, but they must be back on there. Hopefully, I got everyone. I always like to shout out everyone at the start of the stream. And yeah, we've got quite a few good videos lined up for us today. Some body cams, some sovereign citizens in court. So it should be interesting. Yeah, they're on Peacock for sure. All the pay-per-views are, and then usually like a month after they air, they put the past Raw and SmackDown episodes on. Hey, Luna Knights, good to see you. And yeah, hope everyone is staying cool. Got some ice water in my 40-ounce water cup. And without further ado, I think it's time we should just jump right into some videos. And before we do that, you may have noticed I ran a poll on the community page asking what type of video do you guys prefer more, Sovereign Citizens or the body cam videos? And the poll last time I looked at it was pretty even over on the community page. Let me see. I checked it this morning with 176 votes. I was a little surprised. Police body cam videos are leading 58% to 42%. And just so you guys know, I mean, probably start uploading more body cam videos on the channel, but the sovereign citizen stuff, that's never going anywhere. I'll always continue to post sovereign citizens. Hey, Anastasia, great to see you. Hey, Nightwolf. And without further ado, I think it's time. Now we should jump into some videos. And this first video is called 19-year-old thinks he can outsmart police with a fake ID. Let's roll the video.
Do I still get to catch my flight, or
you're going to jail? Okay, you're not catching your flight today, you're going to jail.
On February 12, 2024, officers were called to a bar in regards to a 19-year-old who was trying to buy alcohol with a fake ID.
How you doing, bro?
Good, how you doing?
Good. This guy right here came up, asked for 2 Long Island teas, told him we could insert 2 of them. I'd have 2 IDs. said they're both for him, so we can't do that still. Gets a shot, Long Island tea, goes back over to Tampa, sends his great friend over with a fake ID that's obviously not him, takes off, so he knows where he is. I want y'all to put him to the fucking ring.
Okay. Did he show you a fake ID?
Yeah, it should be a fake ID.
Okay. How's it going, man? Go ahead and put the phone down. My name's Officer Brandvold. I'm with the Airport Police Department. Where's your friend at that was with you?
Hey, USA. Good to see you.
He left. When they had that thing,
Okay.
so I stayed. I know I'm good.
Okay. Can I see your ID real quick?
I got a passport.
You got a passport? Okay. So who was your friend that you were with?
So his friend tried using a fake ID in an airport. How stupid do you have to be? Like, really? Hey, Irish Dublin. Good to see you. Hey, Elon Musk. Good morning. How dumb do you have to be, though, to use a fake ID in an airport? Like, seriously. And how did you get through security with a fake ID anyway?
His name is Taylor.
His name is Taylor?
Taylor.
Okay. So how do you know him?
We're coworkers.
Your coworkers? Where do you work with him at? Okay.
We live in Tampa.
Okay. So you're traveling together? So are you guys flying back to Tampa right now? Do you mind showing me your flight information? Is he trying to run to the gate to? Okay, but you guys are flying together. Okay, and let me give you a piece of paper to write his name down so I can have it spelled out. So he's not old enough to drink, right?
Oh, I didn't know that either.
So you were? Did you buy him an alcoholic beverage?
This is mine. I got a shot of Tito's that I poured in.
Okay, go ahead and write his name down for me if you would. So he was traveling with the guy. He should be at Charlie 27 waiting to get on his flight.
Charlie 27. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're getting his name right now.
Probably used a real ID to get through security, then the fake one to try and buy booze. You're probably right, Parson. It's just so ridiculous. Like, in trying to buy booze, alcohol, with a fake ID at an airport, why would you think that's a good idea? Like, they're trained on how to detect fake IDs, especially somewhere like an airport.
So the bartender said that you walked up and you tried to get two of those. Were you getting one for him? Okay.
Well, two for me because I have anxiety. So
Okay. Okay. Do you have a picture of Taylor? For any chance did y'all take a selfie together or anything like that?
Let me see if I can find it.
Okay. He should be down by Charlie 27. That's where his flight is. His name's Taylor. That's him?
Yeah. Let me see.
Can I get a picture of him?
Charlie, what?
Huh?
27? Charlie 27. What's his name?
Taylor,
Do you have any questions for me?
he's underage.
Huh?
He's underage. I didn't know that he was 21.
Okay, so that's what we're trying to. So wait, you're traveling with him, but you
We're
don't.
coworkers. So we got put on a business trip.
Oh, okay. So you're putting on a business trip, and you didn't know that he was on.
Is it me, or have we seen a lot of airport videos lately? I've definitely noticed an uprise of airport videos for sure. And yeah, like, don't F around in an airport ever. Like seriously, your stupidity will not be tolerated at an airport.
Okay, is this the first time you've traveled with him? Ah, okay.
Do you
have a business card? Do you have a business card?
I don't.
So you said a marketing firm?
Yeah. We work for a marketing firm that's called.
Okay, so this is they just put you on a trip together. Y'all traveling in, so you had no.
I don't know him.
Gotcha. Do you all like at your work? Do you like work remote, so you're not like?
we're in sales. We work at different Sam's Clubs.
Okay.
So like they
You work at
send us
different-
out here.
To like just like network and market and stuff like that. Okay. And he was one of the people that come in. Has he worked with the company very long, or do you even know?
I know he's been with my company for about 2 months now.
Okay, so he's fairly new. Okay. And was it at random that they send these people with you, or have you ever traveled with them before?
Well, I've traveled with my company. This is my first trip.
Oh, okay, first trip with him. Okay. So you didn't, prior to this, you didn't really know the guy, right? Okay. Okay. You didn't know he had a fake ID.
Hey, Terry Barnes, good to see you. And I think this guy 100% knew that his friend or coworker had a fake ID. He's just trying to cover up for him, at least in my opinion.
I didn't know he wasn't 21.
Gotcha. And then were you surprised when he got up and peaced out?
Yeah, because I was listening. One of the managers was texting me, so I was listening to her voice note. I saw that interaction, and I saw him pick up his stuff and say, "Bro, let's just go." I was like, "Well, I'm listening to something," and then he walked off.
Oh, he just peaced out.
Yeah, he was just like,
Wow. Interesting.
and then I'm just sitting here like, well, I guess he went to the bathroom or something, and then.
He didn't ask you to purchase anything for him, right? That was what my coworker was asking. Okay.
Because I got an extra Tito's shot because he was like, you can only get one. So I was like, all right, give me a shot.
Okay.
You go talk over here.
Yeah, I was looking at this number right here.
You're good. All right, so I'm Officer Smith, Airport Police. You know I got called today.
Yeah.
What happened?
I went up there with my friend's ID, and then he said, leave the cafe before we call the cops, and then.
So this is the suspect, and his story is he used his friend's ID to buy the alcohol. You can't use someone else's ID when trying to buy alcohol, like at a bar like that. And I don't believe him. It's a fake ID that he was using. Like, really, if you're gonna lie, at least come up with a better excuse or something.
Yeah, so
You went up there with your friend's ID?
Yeah.
Which friend?
So I have another friend leaving to. I don't even know where he's going. I just met him today.
Okay. Let me see the ID.
That's it, yes?
Yeah. What you go up there? What you try to do? What were you trying to do with his ID?
What was that?
What were you trying to do with your friend's ID?
I was just trying to get a drink.
Okay, like what kind of drink? Alcohol?
I just said tea.
Where's your ID?
My ID?
If you just said a tea,
Yeah, can I get some tea?
so you went up to
It's a bar.
a bar and you asked for a sweet tea, but you provided an
I
ID.
said, can I get a tea?
So let's get it straight. So like if I just went to Chick-fil-A and I got a tea, and you got a tea, would you give
Well, I
me
don't
an
know if he
ID?
thought it was alcoholic, so I gave him that one, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Gary.
So you said you thought the tea was alcoholic.
What's that?
So you thought you were getting alcoholic tea, so you provided
I
ID.
just said, can I get a tea?
Okay.
And he said, where's your ID? So I just gave him that one.
All right. Well, that's what we're here to figure out.
So you guys can just keep that one too. So
Where's your friend at?
which one?
That dude.
That dude? That's me.
No, the ID.
Oh, he gave me his ID while he was here.
Where's he
He
at now?
gave me that ID. I don't know. It was some dude I met this weekend.
You just said you met him today.
Yeah, today. Or no, this weekend.
And there's the lies exposed. See, like really, if you tell the truth, you don't have to have a good memory of what you say. Like really, you said that you met him today. Now you're saying you met him last week. Your story isn't making any sense. Like, it doesn't make any logical sense at all.
Keegan.
Keegan. Okay, and you met him today.
What's that?
You met him today.
No, this weekend.
This weekend, and he just gave you this ID. What did he give it to you for?
Today.
Okay, you met him this weekend, but he was here today, and he gave you this ID for
Just to have, yeah.
just to have,
Yeah.
and to use it to buy tea from bars.
No, not from bar. I just kind of did it today. Just kind of see if
Just,
I can
okay,
get one.
just help me make sense of it.
Yeah, just trying to get one. But he gave me that ID.
No, I don't know. What I want you to help me make sense of. So you go up to the Pizza Hut bar and you say, "Can I get a tea?" And you
I guess
hand him
yeah,
your
I was
ID.
trying to get one, but
What were you trying to get?
an alcoholic tea.
So you're trying to use this ID.
Yeah.
Hey, my tiny Chihuahua life. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
to get an alcoholic beverage. Okay, right?
Yeah, that's not bad.
Okay. You aware you can't do that, right?
Yes. And then so
Who gives their ID to a stranger like that? Yeah, that's another good point. Like, seriously, I would never give my ID to anyone. Like, it makes no sense. Especially if I just met you. Like, no, you're not getting anything from me. He was trying to buy twisted tea. Hello. Pretty sure it's Long Island iced tea, but if he was trying to buy twisted tea, even at an airport, they're still expensive as hell. I'm sure.
I'm in college too, so it's just like I was gonna
So
use it
in
when
college,
I was in
they teach you to
school.
make bad decisions, or they teach where you learn in
No, like,
college.
Obviously, to learn.
Okay, so I don't
Makes
because what you're telling me just doesn't make sense. You go up to the bar with this guy you met this weekend. He gave you his ID because just
I
to
didn't
have,
mean, yeah.
and you go up to the bar, give them an ID, say you want a tea.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was just trying to see if I worked. So
Okay, you're trying to see if you think this even looks like you?
no.
Not at all, right?
Yeah.
So why would it even work? Why would you even try it?
I don't know. Yeah.
Why would you take a guy's ID that you met this weekend and think that doesn't look anything like you, that you'd be able to go up to a bar and use it to get something?
I don't know. People use fake IDs all the time, so I just assumed that I would get one.
So you're aware that it's a fake ID? That's fake.
I didn't know if it was fake. I just gave me it.
Well, it's fake because it's not yours. It might be a real ID, but it's not yours.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Give me 1 second. Where's the horse? You stand with the rope.
No, fake.
Did you go with? Did you talk to the bar?
Yeah.
What they say?
They said that he presented that to them trying to get a Long Island iced tea.
So did you ask for a regular tea? Did you ask for a Long Island iced tea?
I just said tea. Can I get a tea? I get alcoholic. Obviously, I knew it was gonna be alcoholic.
Okay.
But I'm assuming that he knew alcohol.
Okay. Where's your stuff at?
My stuff?
Yeah.
My bag. I was eating food.
Is it inside? Okay. Okay.
It can stay right there for right now.
Hey, quick question. Just so we get the verbiage correctly, did he ask for a tea or a Long Island?
He asked for a Long Island tea.
That's what he asked.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Are you here alone other than the friend that you're with?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really mean to cause any harm or anything, so.
So you're not causing any harm, but what you're doing, you're breaking the law, okay?
Yeah.
The laws are in place.
I'd be a little nervous when I see the officers putting on gloves. Yeah, it's typically never a good sign when the officers start putting on their gloves. That usually means you're taking a ride to the Gray Bar Hotel.
Place for a reason, and you can't just go somewhere and use somebody's ID
Yeah,
to buy drinks or to do anything. If you have to use your ID, you have your ID. You're underage. You can't drink. You know you can't drink, right? All right. So why even try? And then you do it, and you give them the ID, then you take off like when they say something. Like,
He told me to. He said leave the cafe, and then
well,
That's not what the bartender told us.
I swear on anything that's what he said. He said leave the cafe or I'm calling the cops.
well, you left the cafe and they called the cops, so it's
That's what I'm
lose.
Yeah.
All right.
So you ordered the Long Island iced tea, so go ahead and do me a favor. Turn around.
I got it. Go ahead. You have right back to me. Okay.
True, PJC. Very
Do I still
true.
get to get my flight or?
You're going to jail.
Gotta love that question. Am I still gonna catch my flight, officer, as you're being put in handcuffs? Like, what do you think the answer's gonna be? Hell no, you're not gonna catch your flight. You're going to jail. It's illegal to use a fake ID, and I'm pretty sure it's illegal to use someone else's ID that isn't yours. So either way, you're screwed.
Okay, you're not catching your flight today. You're going to jail. This one? Okay, come on, let's go.
So I mean, I'm here on a business trip, so I'm not even paying for my flight.
Well, the flight. Whenever you get released, you come back, tell me to rebook your flight.
Yeah, your flight is not the officer's problem. You decided to play a stupid game and essentially win a stupid prize. And if I were you, if what you're saying is true, I'd be more worried about maybe losing my job because typically when you miss a flight on a business trip, that usually doesn't go over well with the bosses.
Tell them you missed it due to unforeseen circumstances or whatever you want to tell them.
Am I getting out today then, or?
Once you get down to the jail, they'll be able to tell you all that.
So anytime you're arrested, there's an arraignment process afterwards. So you have to take the totality of the circumstances and the charges you're being charged with to determine whether or not you're going to be released on bond, personal recognizance bond, or if you're going to have to be transported to the actual prison.
Can I call somebody to?
Not right now.
Once you get to the jail, there'll be a phone in your cell. You can make whatever phone call.
I just need to call him if I get on the plane. I'd rather have him here. If that makes any sense, like.
You're not making a phone call right now.
What, your friend that they were just talking to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably not, Nightwolf. He probably won't. Imagine having to explain to your boss why you missed your flight. Yeah, wouldn't want to be in this guy's situation.
Maybe one of these officers.
Because he's like the only person I know here. So it's like.
Okay. So you're going to go ahead and get him back to the car part now. The South Dakota one is his real ID. Sort of.
So where is he from though? Tampa? Did they say that
He was flying to Tampa.
that he was? I thought they said he was a local there. I don't know.
No, and so he was here for like a work conference, and he's flying back to Tampa.
I mean, that is a good point, Gary. Like, if you're trying to use a fake ID, I mean, you might have better success on the actual flight itself. Maybe.
But they were saying that this was his like original.
Just quick rundown. So you want to talk to the bartender? He said he presented a fake ID.
Yep.
And he wanted to try to buy a Long Island iced tea. Then when he said it was fake or whatever, he took off.
He literally said, well, he even said to his coworker, he said, let's just go. He picked up all his stuff and his coworker was like, and he just left.
Okay. Okay. I got it. I guess so.
So he was charged with fraud, use, and possession of identifying information. Boy, like, I mean, they could have just given him a ticket, perhaps. I mean, I don't know. And I think the restaurant is legally required to report when someone tries to use a fake or stolen ID. So that's probably why the cops were called in the first place. Damn Tampa. Hey, Bruce. So, we do have a couple of sovereign citizen videos, soft sits in court, that I did want to take a look at. And this first soft sit, let's bring it up.
People versus Mark.
Sovereign idiot wants a jury of his peers, and he won't take no for an answer.
Jeffrey Fampo, Your Honor. Mr. Mark,
This idiot again? Like, this is like his 6th or 7th time now showing up in a video here on the channel. Like, really, just lock him up and throw away the damn key already. Holy crap.
he asked the deputy to unmute.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Eric Martin, camera one.
All right. I'm the defendant, Eric Martin. I'm a living.
This is Keith.
That's Eric.
Although this should be, I like this judge. We've seen this judge in the past, and he handles these sovereign citizens pretty well. Hey, Richard. Morning, everyone. And hello, especially to Mark. Special good morning to Anastasia. Hey, Brian. Good to see you. And thank you for being a member now for 5 months. Hopefully you guys could hear the soundboard okay with the noise suppression filter running. Anyway, thank you for being a member for 5 months. Good morning, everyone, and happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth. And hopefully everyone is staying cool.
This is case 231510, people of the city of Taylor versus Eric Martin.
Jeffrey Fanto, the court asked me to verify that Mr. Martin would be presenting himself without the assistance of attorney. That appears to be his position, Judge.
All right, so Mr. Martin, you are waiving the House Counsel?
Yes, due to, so I'm not fraudulently assumed to be the defendant, a living man, not the legal fiction corporate entity defendant, which I couldn't possibly be. I know due to canon law being, unfair, it's gonna, you guys fraudulently assume that if I take an attorney. So that's the unfairness why I can't accept attorney because of that.
Sure. All right, and you understand all of your constitutional rights?
I do my best to. I've been studying, practicing law 28 years.
All right. That's all right. So looks like this is ready to be set for a jury trial. Is that right?
Yeah, but I want a jury trial of my peers means of the sovereign people, not the.
I had a feeling he was going to say that. See, he wants a jury trial, which he has every right to, but you don't get to pick a bunch of sovereign citizens to be on your freaking jury. He wants a soft sit jury. Like, no, that's not going to happen. Hey, Prince Jedi Master, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with BSBT. Haven't heard. He hasn't been relevant in a while now. Last time I heard, he had fled Michigan or something to avoid a court appearance. At least that's the last time I heard of him. He's panhandling in Chicago. He ain't gonna do well in Chicago. Thank you, Greg Jonick, for being a member now for 13 months. Doesn't seem like 13 months. Great lives and videos. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate that.
The U.S. citizen slaves who most probably everyone of the jury probably say they are. So I won't begin to jury here if I don't get.
Well, as the individual who determines questions of law, that's me. I will make sure that it is a jury of your peers. So, and I'll determine that. So we will have this set, and then I'll mail out the date for the jury trial.
I believe is a date set for next Tuesday for the jury trial in this matter.
All righty, I see that.
I have objections about I cannot probably prepare for trial in this jail. I've been illegally denied my constitutional right to a personal bond, even though it's my constitutional right because it's part of my right to be innocent before guilty. It's been denied so far. I have no money to pay for a bond to get out of here. So that's especially why I also should be given a personal bond. And like I said, I cannot probably prepare for one in here.
So you're in there for a different matter, because I set your bond at $100 personal before on this matter. So it's whatever's keeping you in jail isn't this case. So we'll see it. I understand though that you do need to prepare for trial. I get that part. So we'll go ahead and adjourn the jury trial. When is your out date? With whatever you're doing there.
There's no out date. That's the thing. It's So is this about the moped case?
Yeah, this is driving on a. This is
Okay,
driving while you're.
Yeah, this guy has multiple open cases, a few driving cases, and at least one domestic violence case that we recently watched here on the stream. I think it was maybe last week, I think we watched it.
I wasn't sure, right? They got me legally confined right now in the domestic violence, no evidence at all. She lied, made a statement, so now they got
Hold on, Mr. Martin, hold on. Even though this is a different court and that's not my case, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. I just want to advise you of your Fifth Amendment right again. So I suggest like not bringing up the other case. This case here is on the moped and the driving on a suspended license. So or a revoked license.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is you need time to prepare on that one. I don't know what the situation or status is of the domestic violence case, but you said that you're on bond. You haven't posted your bond on that case. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm not even sure. I think that the judge said a monetary bond. I wasn't sure because she unprofessionally drew the thing away from, you want to call it this, the remote Zoom thing away from the door before I could read the hearer. But it sounded like she told the police officer $2,000, but I'm not even sure. I got no money to pay a bond, no way, but even if it's $1. So right, because they illegally deny my personal bond, this is why I'm still in here. So, but yeah. So
all right. So what I'll do is, I don't know when that case is next. The next day is that it's a state case. Ms. Manarino, you don't have that case, right?
I don't
so it
know
must be a
anything
state.
about
All right, and so it must be a state case, which means it's on a Monday. So that's probably going to be resolved within a month.
Hey, Popeville, great to see you. Hope you're doing well, my friend.
So let me go ahead and set this for jury trial. No, there will be no need to set it for a settlement conference before that. But
I won't cut you up. I was going to object before you guys don't give me a chance to talk. I objected like it should be. I moved that to be stayed. This moped case till I get out of prison. Till I get out of jail here. I can prepare myself. I can't probably prepare myself.
Right, that's right. Listen,
ask somebody legal authorities to argue nothing.
It's being set for jury trial.
The other one is? Okay, so when is that one? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna set it for a jury trial, but if you're still in jail at that time, then I'll just adjourn it again so that you can prepare. I'm not worried about that. So, but I can't do anything about your other case is what I'm saying. So I'm looking at, as far as the date right now, I just want to put a date on the books so that we know that you have an idea. If you get out tomorrow, then you'll know and what your date is. So I'm looking at, let's see. And I don't have the availability to check with my clerk because my criminal clerk is out this week.
Thank you, Jack Gunner, for being a member now for 21 months. Time flies when you're having fun. Sure does, my friend. It definitely does.
Your Honor, we do I'm sorry, Judge. We do have other jury trials scheduled on your docket on July 9th. I don't know if that's too soon.
That's probably going to be, and it's only a couple weeks away. So I don't know what his situation is. And even if he gets out in a week, that only gives him a little bit of time. I want to make sure he has at least a couple weeks to, it's a driving on a restricted license. So it's not exactly a whole lot of prep time for that. It's not a homicide case, but so I'm looking at August 13th. Because I'm trying to pick a date that's outside of probably where I'm already scheduling stuff at, because I don't have my criminal clerk here to kind of check and see like where I'm at with things. So we're gonna set this for August 13th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And I know that we'll set that at 8:30 in the morning, August 13th. All right. Mr. Martin, let the deputy know that you're all set, and we'll be mailing out the.
You know it looks for sure, because after all these idiots know a lot better than the lawyers who spent years in college studying this stuff.
Notice to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. All the best to you and your staff.
Say again?
That's the more I want to say to with the prosecutors here. Dealing with this other case that I'm here for now, I request that
not the same prosecutor. Not the same prosecutor. It's the state prosecutor.
They're Taylor prosecutor.
Your other case, are you talking about your other case? Your other case is a state case. So that's a Wayne County prosecutor's office.
No, sir,
not the city attorney.
I'm talking about the case I'm in here now. I want to notify the prosecutor that I want charges filed on Crystal Martin for bringing these falsified charges against me now. And also for assault and battery that I have on video camera for. Just so, you know what I mean? And she keeps bringing this.
Again, that's the other prosecutor. That's a different prosecutor's office, sir.
Because it's my equal protection right to bring charges too. They want to bring charges against me, but they don't have no evidence. And I do. And I should be suffering here in jail as a lack of evidence. As a result of and the unequal protection.
And that's on your other case, sir. So
it's still a right though. It's still my right to tell the prosecutors this and have them act on it. And if they don't, it's going to certify a defense.
This isn't the proper prosecutor. That's the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office on your other case. Okay, this is the city attorney. Okay. Deputy, have a good rest of your day to you and your staff.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Another great video by Old Squishy Gardner. Man, like, this sovereign citizen will never learn. Never. Like, stop wasting time on him and throw away the damn key already. That's how I feel. And we have another sovereign citizen in court video. Moron King appeals get out of jail free card. Unbelievable.
Hello? I'm on mute. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Are they dismissing everything, or do I still have the review cases?
Just 1 second, sir. Mr. Evans, just 1 second. We're in the middle of something. All right.
Was I found competent or incompetent?
No, Mr. Evans, we're not. This is someone else. Now we're about to address your hearing.
This is standard.
Okay. And this is City versus Sylvester Evans.
It's Andrews that show on the blue line.
082019.
Everybody can come out.
55525 3A0549215 4A0231898 4A04725552 and 3A0312319. Have the parties had an opportunity to review the evaluation?
Yes. Yes.
Did either party take exception to the court adoption?
I have an objection.
Object to the court adopting the evaluation?
What's the status of the evaluation? Was it competent or incompetent?
I'm not able to proceed.
So I mean they found me incompetent?
Yes.
Okay, could I see the paperwork on that so I can review it and have that challenged?
So just to be clear, if you're incompetent, everything gets dismissed. If you're competent, then everything proceeds.
So that's what I'm asking. Did the doctor find me competent or incompetent?
Incompetent.
Okay, under what circumstances? What was his reasoning?
Delusional thinking.
Okay, but if you're gonna cite delusional thinking, then technically every sovereign citizen needs to be found incompetent then. Because sovereign citizens are pure delusional. Like, really. It's like they argue sometimes just for the sake of arguing. They want to make things worse for themselves.
And what proof did he have on that?
I mean, the
Hey,
interview
Chris.
that he did with you.
Okay, and being that you said everything is dismissed due to delusional thinking by law, from what I read at the law library, it said being delusional in itself is not reason in itself to be declared incompetent.
That you are unable to assist in your own defense because of it. So there are two prongs, there are two ways that you can find someone unable to proceed, that they don't understand the nature of the proceedings, which you clearly do, and the evaluator said that. But that you were unable to assist in your own defense due to the delusional thinking.
Well, that's being with the letter that I sent to you, that would directly refute that, correct?
No, that supports that.
What the letter I sent to you, it had motions that I wanted filed and whatnot that would prove that I'm able to assist in my defense, correct?
No, it was, you wouldn't give me any information. You gave me half information about things, refused to give the further information when I asked in court.
I did declare that the information regarding the evidence, that was a matter of secret state privilege. And then I also declared that the motions that I want to file, I didn't have access to the law library to get the proper documentations.
I am adopting the evaluation over your objection, and finding that you are unable to proceed in these matters. So the pretrial cases are dismissed. All of the reviews are closed pending a further finding of able to proceed. The evaluator did not opine that you should be evaluated by DCR prior to release, so you're just released today. You can appeal this. You're welcome to appeal this finding, this ruling, and you could come to the court and the clerks can tell you how to do that, what paperwork to file.
All right, so I'll be released from jail today.
Correct.
And also, can I get the paperwork of the evaluation from the doctor?
You represent yourself, so I think you kind of have a right to it.
Yeah, how do I get that paperwork?
Mr. Ainati, are we able to print that out for him?
We can print it off and give it to the officers to give to them.
Okay, we'll get that to you today.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Mr. Evans.
And also, I want to put on record that I want to.
And just when you think it's over, he just can't keep his mouth closed. Hey, Abby, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Like, dude, you're being released from jail. Like, stop. Just quit while you're ahead. Like, seriously. They always want to get the last word in, though. It's unbelievable.
File a notice to appeal to the Supreme Court of the state of Washington.
That's appeals from courts of limited jurisdiction go to King County Superior Court.
I understand that, but I want to bypass the Superior Courts and go directly to the Supreme Court due to the circumstances and the nature of the judgment.
Okay, you can try to do that.
I want it on record noted. If you
you
have
have to actually file it. That means nothing. You have to actually file the documentation. You have to file notice.
That's impossible to do from in here. You're saying when I get out, I have to file it?
Yes, correct. You'll have 30 days to file it.
Okay.
Okay. You should know, though, that you are still trespassed from the airport. Nothing in what I've done today affects that. That is the airport's trespass notice. It is still fully valid. You will be rearrested. Okay.
So even if I'm there on personal travel, I'll be rearrested.
You have to comply with their rules and restrictions. I'm not gonna give you legal advice as to what that constitutes, because you need to look at your trespass notice. But if
Yeah, I
you're-
was there this time on legal
we're
business.
done. We're done with this case. This case is dismissed. So we don't owe me any explanations. I'm just telling you that the trespass order from the airport is still out there. Okay? I'm just letting you know.
Okay, so I can still be arrested under false premises.
Happy birthday, Abby. Hope you have a great day today.
Because they also said I confessed in this case, which was not true.
I'm just telling you that the trespass order is still there. That's all
Okay.
I'm telling you. Okay, thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Also, what I want to fire Mr. Iannetti as
He
well.
doesn't represent you. We've already gone through that. He doesn't represent you. You can't.
Okay, well, is he going to give me the paperwork that I need for these proceedings?
Score will.
Okay, and the evaluation as well from the doctor?
Yes, I believe we'll be printing that out. Mr. Inati said he would print that out for you.
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir.
Oh, what is going on with the review cases? I guess I haven't
They're all
heard that part.
closed. They're all closed.
Happy early birthday, Erica. Hope you have a great birthday. And yeah, this guy, he just doesn't know when to quit. Like seriously. Quit while you're ahead, dude. It's like you're just trying to shoot yourself in the foot. But sovereign citizens, they always need to get that last word in because they think they know everything when it's apparent that they don't know anything at all about the court system.
Pending a further finding of able to proceed. If maybe
Close. What does that mean?
it means there are no affirmative conditions or no conditions can be imposed because there's a finding of unable to proceed.
So they can't be reopened later.
They can.
So I can have a warrant placed and I don't even know it once again.
Well, no, you would have to get notice of a hearing.
Like this time I didn't get notice of the review hearing and they placed the warrant out for failure to appear. I didn't even know I had a hearing on the review charges.
This is
like, sir, is this guy just determined to stay in jail? Like, dude, shut up. You're being released from jail. Just stop. Seriously. I think he's determined to stay in jail.
This is why it's very important to keep your address updated.
My address is very I don't know, for lack of a better word, I do a lot of moving around, so I don't have a steady address that I can always get mail at the moment. So that's how we got in this position the first time.
Well, so that sounds like, I mean, if you're not going to let us know how to get in touch with you, then you can't complain when you don't get notice.
I can give you an email. Would you be able to contact me by email?
And I think we have that listed.
But they never gave me a notice of any hearing via email.
Okay. We will make a note, email only.
And I'm still confused as well. The case is open or closed?
Closed. He's unable to proceed.
And I'm confused by that. So the conditions were imposed.
Hey, Papa Frank. Great to see you. Hope you're doing well.
There's an allegation that he violated him. He's not found competent. We can't move forward in those violations, but it doesn't invalidate the conditions that were set because those were done at a time that he was competent. Like, is the court still taking jurisdiction? Like, I'm still struggling with that.
I can't impose conditions.
The conditions were already imposed, though.
I know, and they're stayed. Everything is stayed.
Sure. But so the case is open but stayed, or is it
I guess
closed?
that's a better way to characterize it, but it's for all intents and purposes closed, effectively, pending a further finding of able to proceed.
And also, would I be able to subpoena any grand jury proceedings that may have taken place as well?
There are no grand juries in courts of limited jurisdiction, and I don't believe there are in Washington at all, other than federal.
Okay, okay. And so you said, yeah, I'll get a copy of the evaluation, and you say I got 30 days to start filing motions to try to get everything reversed, right?
At this point, your only avenue is appeal.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
So I think the city is objecting to them being closed in any way.
So they're not closed. They're just, I mean, I thought we talked about this.
I know, but when we're using words like closed, is there gonna be a CL for
No.
closed disposition?
No.
Because that's what's gonna be in the docket, is they're closed. And so in a year or two, if this comes up again, it's gonna be very difficult to figure out what exactly happened today if we're
Well, in
using.
2 years, it's too late. Jurisdictions run.
Sure, there's some situations where that wouldn't be the case, but so the cases are open is all I'm trying to understand.
Yes, they are not closed. They're just,
Okay.
Okay, so would you be able to clarify that for me, Miss Your Honor, in layman terms, so I can get an understanding, because you said it's not closed, but it's open closed, which is kind of difficult for me to
and
understand.
you guys are right. I should use more careful language. The cases are open. They are stayed, which means frozen, essentially, unless there's a further finding by a doctor that you are able to proceed.
Would that be able to be done in the appellate courts or the state Supreme Court, or overturning his findings, or what? How do you get the proceedings to be found? How do you get that overwritten, basically, what the doctor prescribed or diagnosed?
Yeah, I do agree with you there, Gary, for sure.
So, and this is interesting. It's a situation I haven't come across where there's an individual wanting to contest the finding.
Yeah, based on, I don't have the law library's information in front of me, but based on the information I got from the law library, the defendant cannot be declared incompetent by being delusional in itself.
And
That's
I
law.
explained to you what the evaluator opined, that your delusion is impeding your ability to assist in your own defense. That's what the evaluator. Am I characterizing that correctly, Mr. Mercer, Mr. Ainati? That's what it sounded like to me.
In what way, though? How is it impeding?
You're asserting defenses that don't exist.
Such as?
The stuff about the case in Louisiana.
I asserted evidence that has a seal on it. So the only way he can find out that it doesn't, what I'm saying is not true, is to get the seal broken on the evidence, which is under state secret privilege. And the only way you can get that broken is by orders of the president or Chief Justice Roberts of the United States Supreme Court.
So when you get all your ducks in a row to get that happening so that the court can see it, it sounds very far-fetched. I've never heard of anything similar happening on a state case that the U.S. Supreme Court would involve themselves, much less that any one justice would have authority to unseal something.
Hey, Casey, good to see you. Hope you've had a great vacation. Yeah, this dude is 100% delusional, but in all fairness, every sovereign citizen is.
I'm adopting this finding. You can appeal.
Is everything that we spoke about today on the record? Would I be able to get recordings of all the subpoena recordings of all the hearings, including what we're talking about today?
They are all online, available for you to listen to anytime you want.
Okay, and they all can be subpoenaed by the state Supreme Court and whatnot to be overturned or sealed. Also,
they are not going to do any investigation on your behalf. If you're appealing, you have to do all the investigation.
Right. No, I don't need them to do the investigation. Everything's pretty much said and done. The only thing is the assumption that you guys don't believe the evidence is under state secret privilege, and I am who I'm telling you I am. So you're believing I'm delusional. Am I correct?
That's correct.
Right. So y'all making assumptions that's not true, that I have to go through the process and get everything removed to the federal courts to prove that it's true, which is gonna be under seal at that moment, but I'll give the state Supreme Court a chance to make the adjustments and override.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Evans. You'll be released today and you can get working on all that. All right, thank you, sir.
All right, so we're done here?
We're done here.
Appreciate it.
Not to beat a dead horse, but could the order be worded a little bit differently for the review cases?
Okay, yes.
I'm just anticipating a year from now, we're all going to be possibly confused, including myself, on what exactly is the status of the cases. That's all. I'm not trying to be difficult.
No, I appreciate it actually, given everything that's happening. Okay, I think that is more accurate than I added cases. These cases are reviews and are stayed pending a further finding of competence.
Okay.
That's more accurate, right?
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Hey, Jim, great to see you. Just joined in and sitting here watching Mark with Jaylen Brown. Yep, the Celtics, they did it the other night. Thankfully, NBA champions. The parade is on Friday, I believe, the championship parade. Hey, Sally, good to see you. So, we have at least one more soft sit in court video. And I believe this is the link right here.
Listen, this.
I like this judge. This judge is good. Judge versus contemptuous soft sit jackass. The full hearing with the ending. Oh boy, this should be good.
This whole license to practice law. Come on, the jig is up. The jig is up.
All right, let's go with Albert Hicks. Albert Hicks. How he got on my docket, I don't know. It's just the city of Detroit versus Albert Himmer Hicks Jr. Case number SP 1442547, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1442765-1. Appearance for the record.
I think that's a fair statement, Prince Jedi Master. And it's not really that difficult to be smarter than a soft sit.
Please. And strike that, wait a minute, SP 1500871. Appearance for the record, please.
That one ours?
Yeah.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. On behalf of the defendant, state your full name, Mr. Albert Heimer Hicks, and no one is to speak on my behalf. Okay. I'm my own attorney.
This is the problem with Zoom calls. People are too bold when they're not in the actual courtroom. Very true, because a ton of the stuff you see on these Zoom courts, it would never happen if they were in the actual courtroom. But they think, just because they're not in the actual courtroom, they think they're invisible and can't be touched.
You're your own attorney. You're an attorney registered by the state of Michigan.
You don't have license to practice law, and you've been practicing law over the bench.
You say I have been?
Would you like to litigate again?
Well, we're off to a great start already, practicing law from the bench.
Against me.
I'm not litigating anything against you.
Okay, you have been practicing law across the bench since we started this. And I'm challenging jurisdiction today.
Okay. What do you want to do, Mr. Hicks? You want a trial date, or you want the offer that's in the back?
I'm challenging jurisdiction.
Okay, put it in a motion.
I don't have to put it in the motion. I don't have to put it in the motion.
If I say you do, you do.
No, you don't have the right to do that. You don't have a Congress number. You don't have delegated authority to do that.
Okay. All right. Well,
I'm
trial
challenging
date. I'm denying
What is your motion? You're challenging my jurisdiction? I'm challenging everybody's jurisdiction because you have none. Okay, so. Honor your oath of office, please. Honor your oath of office, okay? Are we going to sit here and debate those positions? It's not a debate. It's my constitutional right. It's my constitutional right.
It's also your constitutional right to remain silent, but of course, as we all know, you don't have the ability. Hey, Methodist Steve.
You think so? Okay, I know so. Are you violating my constitutional rights on how you deem them to be? No, I'm not. Okay. I don't believe so. And then please don't have me file for Title 18, 242. Please do. Okay, I have a transcript from all the other times I talked with you because you've been practicing across the bench for the longest. Okay, so what are you going to do today, Mr. Hicks? Challenge jurisdiction. And how are you challenging that? Because you have.
But here's the thing, and I've said this before. If you thought the court didn't have any jurisdiction over you, then why did you show up in the first place?
I have no jurisdiction. You have the burden of proof is on whoever assessed the jurisdiction. Who's the assessor of jurisdiction? I am in this case. Okay. And I deny that motion. Why you deny the motion? Because you don't have. You don't have. So Mr. Hicks. You're a grown man. Let's have a few seconds. Wait a minute. Let's have a few second conversation, okay? Now let's get this straight. I'm running this show, okay? So if I'm gonna allow you to talk and say what you have to say, you're talking about challenging jurisdiction right now. That's what the discussion is. I say I have jurisdiction. The court rules say I have jurisdiction. The Constitution of the state of Michigan say I have jurisdiction. So I'm denying. No, don't talk while I'm talking. I'm denying your motion as far as you contesting my jurisdiction. Okay? So take your hood off, please. So other than that, what else do you want? How do you want to proceed now moving forward? I motion to dismiss. I'm denying that motion. Okay, let me ask you this. What basis are you denying the motion to dismiss? Because no crime, a bill of attainder, no injured party.
And get your sovereign citizen bingo cards out, because he's about to hit every square on the bingo card. Oh man, no injured party, no crime. Wasn't driving, I was traveling. Oh boy.
I told you all of this at the beginning, and you denied everything. You practice over the bench. Okay, so now I'm going to give you two options. As a matter of fact, hold on. Give me a minute. You even went through a 10 and 3 because you started threatening me. You remember that? No, you were the one. Wait a minute. You were the one, Mr. Hicks, that said, "Oh, you can say all that while you're on the bench." Did you say that last time? Do you have the transcripts? Yeah, I said it. Yes, I did. Yeah. Yes, I did. I thought about that. I thought about that. Listen, this whole have license to practice law. Come on, the jig is up. The jig is up. All right. So now the jig is up with you. So I'm not letting you say any more about this. I'm denying your motions. Now I'm going to give you two options. The first option is you can either take the deal that's in the file, or we can. Okay. Don't talk while I'm talking. I tell you what. Don't talk while I'm talking. A few minutes. I got your paperwork ready. You really
Don't
want to
talk.
You
There
really
you
want
go
to do
again.
this?
All right. Now,
It's like he's begging to be placed in jail. Like seriously. I guarantee you he wouldn't act like this. Well, maybe he would, but if he was in front of the judge in person, but of course he's so tough over Zoom.
Now, I'm going to give you one more time to interrupt me. If you interrupt me again, I'm going to hold you in contempt of court, okay? All right, so the other option is we set a jury trial. And we'll set the jury trial. I'll give you motion dates where you can have the dates and you can put all of your stuff in writing that you want before the court. And I'll make a date on that date. I'll make a date when I'll rule on those motions. So, do you want the offer or do you want the jury trial date and the motions dates? I thought that the trial was up to me, whether I have a bench trial or a jury trial. It's not up to you. No, it's not up to you. I'm giving you. Everybody has a right to a jury trial. Absolutely. And I'm going to allow you to exercise that jury trial right. I'm not going to sit here and entertain a bench trial for you. Let a jury of your peers determine your innocence or guilt. Why would I do that? How? I have the right to either or. You're not the one. No, you don't have a right to. No, you don't have a right to either or. Yes, I do. Of course, I do. All right. All right. I'm moving on. All right, move on. You didn't answer my question, so I'm moving on. And I'm going to put you out, or at least mute yourself. All right, let's do this, and let's go back on the record one more time with Mr. Hicks.
Record, Your Honor, Chiku Mason, City of Detroit, 434.
Yeah, something's wrong with your volume, Ms. Mason.
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor. It might be my mic is down. For the record, Your Honor, Chiku Mason, City of Detroit, 43471. This is the date and time set for a final pretrial in this matter. Your Honor, I did subpoena my officers to be here today for the final pretrial, and I do not see them here today.
Remove your hat, please. No drinking, please. Treat this like you're in the courthouse. Remove your hat, please, Mr. Hicks. All right. What are we going to do? The officers were supposed to be here today. I'm only dealing with SP15, SP1442547, counts 1, 2, and 3, SP1442761, and SP500872. I'm only dealing with those matters. And the officers are not here. So we're gonna make this easy. And now, what I don't appreciate is, you know, I thought about that comment that you made that last time. You know, basically, you're almost like a little lightweight threat that you had toward me, saying that, oh, I'm only doing this. I'm only this way because I'm being protected by the bench. That's absolutely not. I'm the same way 24 hours a day. Okay? So let's get that straight. This robe has nothing to do with me as a man. All right, I'm going to dismiss the cases because no officer.
And that's a shame that the freaking cases are dismissed because the officers didn't show up. Damn. Well, and this sausage should have been put in contempt in the first place for the way he was speaking to the judge.
Here.
So now the sausage is gonna, you know, take victory laps and say, see, I won. I beat the system. Now you beat it on a technicality, jackass.
I would like to collect my costs and fees. Pardon me? I would like to collect my costs and fees for having to defend myself. I don't want to hear anything else you have to say. Oh, beautiful. All right, bye. All right, that'll conclude.
Boy, it's a shame he got off free like that. And then he wants to collect his fees and stuff. Just send them your fee schedule, jackass. And now he's gonna brag to anyone that listens to him. He's gonna brag about how he won and beat the court system. When in reality, like all sophs, they didn't actually beat the court system. They won on a technicality. Boy, that is a shame. Just going through the chat here. I fought the law and I won. Seems like it. I wish I had his luck. I'm not sure. That is a good question. Probably not, though, if I had to guess. So after that, I think we could all use a window smash. So let's check out Van Ballian's latest video of a sovereign citizen jackass who gets his window busted.
Well, the one guy's getting his baton out. He's going to break the window.
Step out now or you will be tased.
Welcome back to the Van Ballian channel, guys. Today we head to Iowa for a video where a sovereign citizen gets pulled over for driving without insurance and no registration, and attempts to script with deputies, and even calls his guru for help, which of course leads to his window getting busted out and a room at the Grey Bar Hotel. Right, let's get into the video.
Hello, spring. Goodbye, smooth ride. But old man Winter has his way with the highways.
Just so everybody knows, I'm getting pulled over.
You know it's a soft because he's probably looks like he's driving a truck, which is probably in poor condition, and of course he's filming on a potato camera.
This cop is right behind me. He's got my tags, and he knows he's going to pull me over. And he's just waiting for a reason other than a seatbelt, I imagine, because I wasn't speeding. I had it on cruise. And now we're doing over the speed limit. We're doing 47. We're slowing down. We're doing 45. And now he's pulling me over in a 40. So we'll see if I get another speeding ticket and no insurance ticket.
Well, if you're doing 47 in a 40, driving without your seatbelt on, and you yourself brought up insurance for some reason, I don't think you need to be a rocket science to figure out the reason for the stop.
How you doing?
So with the plates on the vehicle here.
My property, right?
You got a license plate on
No, that's state law.
your ID and registration.
I don't carry registration. Why there's no plates?
Is the vehicle not registered?
No.
You got insurance on the vehicle?
No, I'm not required. Again, that's state law.
I'll be right back with
Hey Dave, good to see you.
So the vehicle isn't registered either. What a surprise. Also, you say state law like it doesn't apply to you. I guess because reasons, right?
Well, we'll see how they do it. Oh, do we have another one pulling up? I think so. Yep, here comes another one. Hey, Tony. The county sheriff's got me pulled over here at the auction house over here in Raymond. I don't know what they're doing yet. They've got my license, but another one just pulled up, and the guy specifically asked me about the plates, and I told him they're not required. He said, well, what about registration? I said, well, that's not required either. You know, those are state laws. So he's just running a check on me now. I just wanted to call somebody to let them know what's, you know, they got me pulled over. But there's two of them back here. And I want you to stay on the phone with me until this is over with.
Dude, your soft sit lawyer isn't going to help you. If anything, your soft sit lawyer is just going to make things a lot worse.
Thank you, sir.
Well, it sounds to me like you know exactly where this traffic stop is going and how it will end. First of all, by calling your soft sit guru, who you call Sir for some reason, for quote-unquote legal advice. And secondly, by winding your window up the moment they asked you to step out of the vehicle. And we all know how well that works out. Just ask Squeak and his clients from back in the day.
Gotta love Squeak, a classic.
He's asked me to shut the vehicle off and step out for him. I don't want to. Well, you're gonna have to. Why?
Exactly, Casey, and I'm sure he would come up with some excuse. Oh, if I didn't stop, they would chase me and try and kill me or something like that.
What crime have I committed? Can you get a supervisor?
I am a supervisor.
Okay.
I am the supervisor, sir. It's becoming a regular occurrence now and fast becoming my favourite way to stop a sovereign citizen in his tracks. Behind a good door slam like this one, of course. And even more so when that line leads to an arrogant sovereign citizen getting his window busted out for refusing to comply.
I most certainly do. Do you know your Constitution, sir? I have a right to travel upon the land in my own personal private conveyance. You have no third-party interest in this. This is my third-party conveyance, and I have shown no other.
Ah, yes, the typical word salad we've all come to know and love. Boy, like really, they repeat the same thing over and over again and expect a different result when there are thousands of videos now on YouTube of people using the same exact script and it never works out for them. Why does this guy think it's going to be any different?
Do you know the Constitution? Says the guy ignoring everything that the 10th Amendment stands for. And that's not how the right to travel works. If you're driving a motor vehicle on a public road, you are required by law to make sure you have a license, registration, and insurance. No ifs, no buts.
Did you get that, Tony?
Yeah, and if the cop did say, I don't answer questions, then the soft would be like, is that your policy? I pay your salary. You're a public servant. You have to answer my questions. He's just pissed that his Dallas team lost in the NBA Finals.
Well, I'm going to need someone to come bail me out of jail. They're going to take me to jail.
See, like, if you already know the end result of what's going to happen, why keep up the shenanigans? Seriously, just comply. Like, this didn't need to be this difficult. This guy probably needs his truck for work, got his license suspended for some reason, and is so desperate he fell for the Guru's BS online. Guru's BS online. A great prediction for this clown at last. Neither of the words travel and conveyance appear in the Constitution. And you're right, Ziggy, dumb cannot be fixed.
Phone is in my car and it is recording. My other phone, it is in the car and it is recording. You know, be able to help me out, get me bailed out?
Nobody said anything about you going to jail, just that your vehicle is getting impounded for no insurance and no registration, but you already know that, hence why you wound your window up and lit a cigarette, because you seem determined to martyr yourself to a fake cause for the stupidest of reasons.
Hold on a second. This is your last chance to get out of the vehicle.
I'm not going to do it, sir. I have a right to secure my person and my property.
If I've got to force you out of that vehicle, you're going to jail.
I understand that. And I'm going to let you violate my rights because I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not putting up a fight.
I'm not putting up a fight, he says, as he's currently sitting in the car, refusing to listen to the officer's lawful orders. Man, like, you can't make this stuff up. Like, how small can their brain possibly be? Seriously. Like, this is an incredible level of stupidity.
This is all on camera.
I understand that, but we're going to impound the vehicle. You have no registration. You have no insurance.
And that's a state law. You cannot override my constitutional right to travel upon the land in my own personal conveyance. And it has already been upheld in the higher courts. It has already been upheld in the higher courts. You cannot infringe upon that right by requiring of licensing, registration fees, or anything.
Okay, first of all, your constitutional right to travel does not include the right to operate a motor vehicle, conveyance, vessel, or whatever you want to call it on a public road without a license, registration, or insurance. Even a child can understand that and the reasons why. And secondly, cherry-picking paragraphs and phrases from existing case law to fit your narrative and doing it on the side of the road just proves how dumb and gullible you are.
Right. They're again trying to make me open the door. There's another squad car, another black one pulled up, and now they've got 4 officers around my vehicle. I'm taking my keys out so you don't have to worry. I'm not going to run. I just turned the truck off and turned the keys out, or turn the truck off and took the keys out.
That means absolutely nothing. If you're willing to ignore state law by driving with...
Meanwhile, he says he has tools that were stolen from his truck, so he clearly uses it for business purposes. Hence, he's committing commerce. Exactly, Gary. Boy, like, they say one thing and then they say the exact opposite a second later.
Without insurance and registration, no seatbelt, and speeding by your own admission, what else are you willing to do? Taking your keys out of the ignition is an empty gesture.
I'm gonna put the keys back in so I can roll the window down. Going on accessory. Yeah, it is not stolen. You can check with Nate Herman of Nate's Auto in Waterloo. That's who I bought it from. And another one just pulled up. So that makes 4 squad cars and at least 5 people.
And there it is, the skewed soft-sit logic we all know and mostly mock. Asks for more law enforcement officers to attend the stop in the form of a supervisor, then complains when, more law enforcement officers arrive on the stop.
We're trying to do this in an ethical way.
And if you were upholding, if you took an oath to uphold the Constitution,
That's right.
That's right. And what did you do? Did you swear on the Bible to do that?
One of it, what I swore is also to enforce state law, which is what I'm trying to do.
Okay, but at the same time that you took an oath to uphold the Constitution, do you know the Constitution cannot be overridden by your lower courts? Do you understand the state court is a lower court? That's right. You're not. I'm not gonna argue with them. That's right.
Says the guy who has done nothing but argue with them from the moment they pulled him over, and who will continue to repeat the same failed argument until he gets his window busted out. Then he goes from brave to baby in record time, which does make up for the crappy footage and audio, I must admit.
I imagine this guy's the muscle. He again tried to unlock or open my door. He just threatened to break his way in. That's breaking and entering. When they impound my vehicle, that's theft, grand theft auto. Now somebody's in the back. He's doing something with the tag. My plates, I guess. I bought it from Nate Herman from Nate's Auto.
Nate Herman, Nate's Auto.
1823 Commercial Street, I believe. I've got his number if you'd like. 1821. They just asked about Nate Herman's Auto, who I bought the vehicle from. I already offered that information. They said it didn't matter. Now he's asking for information on it. You get my text that somebody stole my tools out of the back of the truck last night. Tony? All right. He just shined his flashlight in here looking for something, I guess. I'm going to put my inhaler in my pocket so in case I need that. It's sitting between the seats.
Herbert. That Herbert video never gets old. Grand Theft Auto, breaking and entering. Oh boy. I think that was like one of the very first Sovereign Citizen videos I ever saw.
And they clearly see that I'm putting it in my pocket. Now he's asking me to come out. The one guy's got his hand on his taser. I already told him I'm not violent. I'm not resisting.
Just because you say you're not violent doesn't mean you're not. Just like you saying you don't need a license, registration, and insurance doesn't magically make it true.
Any more time.
And I'm not going to tell you anything different. I have a right to secure my person and my property. You have no right to infringe upon that by any lower court. Now, if you want to break and enter, grand theft auto, kidnap, imprison, then you go ahead and do so. Those are all violations of my rights, and I'll be glad to make my claims in court.
Hey, Jesse West.
And that's where you'll have to make your claim. You're right. That's where you'll have to make your claim.
Yeah, that's not how it works. All they have to do is present evidence to the court that you were driving without plates, registration, insurance, and obstructed their investigation, which is really easy to do when laws apply to everyone. But good luck with convincing the judge that holding you accountable for your actions is somehow the same as breaking and entering, grand theft auto, kidnapping, and what was the other one? Oh yeah, imprisonment. Yeah, you're in for a rude awakening if you go down that road.
Well, the one guy's getting his baton out. He's going to break the window. Huh? He's not supposed to, no. Everything they're threatening to do, they are not allowed to do. What he wants to do is break and enter first. Then he wants to kidnap me, imprison me, and then hold me for ransom. And in the meantime, hold my vehicle for ransom, my property, my personal private property. You told me that before, and I told you I'm not going to change anything I say. You just said, are you ready?
The moment we've been waiting for.
He's breaking a back window so they can reach in and taser me. They just broke my back passenger window.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Gotta love the sound of a good window smash. I just wish we could have seen it.
Okay, before there's any violence, let me get out.
Go ahead and get out.
Step out now.
Step out now.
Step out now or you will be tased. Get out.
And you could see there, they had the tasers pointed at him. So at least he was smart enough to get out.
Out of the vehicle now.
Hands going behind my back. Let me put my phone down.
Phone down. Go.
Mark 1 custody. So there we are, guys. Another one bites the dust. But isn't that always the case with sovereign citizens? They truly are their own worst enemy. Right, thank you so much for watching, guys.
And another excellent video from Van Balian. Be sure to check out his channel and subscribe if you somehow haven't already. And our next sovereign citizen video is a video that Jim sent me yesterday and the video comes from Team Skeptic.
Hey guys.
Sovereign citizen Karen calls the police on the police. Right to travel fell. Because of course, calling the police on the police always works out in your favor.
Guys, and welcome to today's video. Today, we break away from our normal sovereign citizens and Karens in court to cover an Australian sovereign citizen Karen that tries to use the American Sovtardian arguments on the side of the road and ends up calling the police on the police. So let's begin.
Pen? Can you check in there for a pen?
Hello,
Yeah, hey.
How are you?
I'm all right.
Before I fall over. 10 from the back. Sergeant Patterson, I'm from Roads Policing Team, just to let you know you're being recorded.
Yeah, you too, mate. I've got a pen, darling. All right, before we begin, I'm just going to need to take you.
Thank you, Jesse Green, for being a member now for 11 months. Thank you very much. And no, she is not mark-worthy.
Details.
Yeah, Acting Sergeant Patterson.
What's your first name?
Hey?
What's your first name?
It's Neil, but you don't really need that. 15830 is my number. Hello, doggy. What's it? 1T.
Okay.
And I'm from the Roads Policing Team.
Are you
all right?
sergeant?
Acting Sergeant.
Acting sergeant. So, are you a constable normally?
Senior, yeah.
And which station are you from today,
The
please?
Roads Policing Team.
Which one?
Based out of Forestdale.
Forest-
Satellite Station from Mandra.
Forestdale. And can you tell me what the emergency is, please?
There's not an emergency, no.
So why were your lights on? You've
'Cause
just
I was indicating you'd stop.
signaled to me that there was an emergency.
I haven't said there's an emergency.
Well, your lights are on, so the public are aware that if your flashing lights are on, that signals that there is an emergency. So I have just pulled over now because you have signaled to me that there's some kind of an
I have
emergency.
signalled to you to stop. Okay?
Okay, so your lights are on, you're
Yeah.
being recorded.
That's fine.
Okay, this is signalling to
How
me
do-
and
how
the
do-
rest of the public
How
that
do
there's an
police?
emergency.
All right. How do police normally pull vehicles up?
Has got
Doesn't
nothing to do with you.
Has it not?
No.
Okay. Well, it doesn't look like it's a WA one, so I'm
It
ascertaining
might-
who might be driving and is the
Okay, well,
vehicle
I'll give.
registered
Well,
next-
I'm going to give you this, and I'd like you to read this out loud
Yeah,
on camera.
okay, fair enough. You think you're a sovereign citizen? Is that
There's
correct?
no such thing. It's
Oh,
an
that's
oxymoron.
fair.
I'm not so sure referring to sovereign citizens as oxy anything is wise, as most of the sovereign citizens that we cover on this channel look like they just got out of a trash bath. But you nailed it with the moron part.
Fair enough.
So, have you read this?
Yeah, I just haven't reached that. Rebecca
Thank
White.
you.
Do you have a driving license at all? Or any ID?
This is my ID.
Are you okay?
Am I okay?
You're
No, I'm
shaking.
because I'm with my client. I'm a support worker.
okay, all right.
Okay. We're going to an appointment. You're disturbing my day for absolutely no reason.
It looks like you're driving a vehicle with false plates on.
It's
All
not
right?
false plates. They're not false plates.
That's what we stopped you to ascertain.
Okay. So I'll
I'm not
let you
saying
know.
you're in
Let me guess, it's one of those fake right to travel plates she has, isn't it?
trouble or you've done anything wrong.
No, but
We're all
I've
police
been
in here.
abused by police, and
All right,
this is
well,
why I'm
I've got no
shaking.
intention of abusing
Because you
today.
guys just
Hold on. Can I just quickly get a note of that, please?
yeah, can you
Yeah,
take a
thanks.
picture of it,
So,
actually?
yes, thank you. So, as you said to my colleague, you're recording and we're recording as well. Excellent,
Yeah.
thank you.
All right, can I just grab your details as one?
Yeah,
One
Tom
three-
Lawson, 13631.
13631. And what was
And
your
I'm
name?
at state traffic as well.
Are you from Forestdale?
Sorry, yeah, Forestdale.
All right, and what's your rank?
Sorry?
What's your rank?
Sergeant.
And just let me grab your name again because I didn't
Sorry, I
quite
can't
catch
hear
it. Your name?
Tom Lawson.
Tom Lawson. And what's your superintendent's name?
Mike Peters.
And mine's the same.
All right, where are you from?
Please.
Yeah, I'm from Bolton.
Yep, if it's the one we're thinking of, the one from the channel Body Cam Watch, that is going to be the next video we take a look at. And I haven't seen that one yet, so it should be interesting.
Yeah.
Not far off.
Yeah.
Wrong colour rose though.
All right, so look, I have spoken to the department. I've spoken to the Department of Transport. I'd prefer you didn't.
Okay,
Thank you. I have served notice to the Department of Transport. Department of Transport are aware of this. You guys have already been served notice. I know that it doesn't get passed down to you guys, which is fine.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm not committed a crime. Okay, there's no suspicions of a crime. And I would like to get on with my. And I would like to get on with my day, if that's okay, because I'm with a client.
Well, if taking care of your client was so important to you, then maybe you should start following the laws of the land and stop driving around with fake license plates.
Do up as least time as possible.
Thank
But
you.
we just need to ascertain whether or not the vehicle has.
I'm not sure, Jesse. This is the first time I'm seeing it as well. And she keeps talking about how she has a client in the. Is she talking about the dog, or is there someone else in the vehicle? And she admits by saying that she's operating in commerce.
Like registration.
It's nothing to do with you. I'm sorry.
Right.
It's already been dealt with.
I don't know
I know you don't. I know, but I'm
Yeah.
telling you. So
Same.
this has already been dealt with. Notices have already gone to the police,
Right,
the
that's
courts, and the Department of Transport. They are all well aware about that.
Yeah.
By law, I'm not required to be forced into legal fraud or legal entrapment.
Yeah.
You
I'm
guys.
not going to force you to do anything.
Thank you. I
All right.
appreciate that.
Can I just take your name again?
You're here.
All right. Is it Richardson? Whitehead. That was way off. Richardson. Rebecca.
I actually appreciate you speaking to me politely today
Well, I
because
always
you
do.
can see that I'm shaking from the previous abuse
Well-
that I've had from police because.
Oh, we're not going to abuse you.
Oh, God. Thanks, Tom.
Well, I always speak to people the same. Okay. Is it your date of birth 2786? Rebecca?
Just 1 second.
Yes, it is. Okay. All right. And has you got your address on there?
No. It says legal entrapment is a crime.
Okay.
That's what it says. Okay. And what's happening here? I know.
Okay, so as I thought, that's not even an actual real ID. That's just some made up BS that she probably made online. Like, why are the cops even accepting that?
Oh, you guys aren't going to comprehend because you've only been taught one out of the 4 laws.
All right. If I show you this, then is that your current address or an address that you're aware of?
It's an address that I'm aware of.
Right. Thank you. Okay. It's looking on our system. Your license.
It's got nothing to do with you guys.
Okay. It's subject to a fine suspension. All right. It doesn't look like it's a repeat, so I'm just making you aware of it.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you want a note of that, I can put it on a card if you want.
Got a card
No,
here.
thank you. We're live streaming on Facebook,
That's
so
fine.
that's
That's
fine.
all right.
No, I'm good.
Because
Thank
what
you.
I'm saying is, obviously, I
You're making
appreciate.
it-
Yeah, I appreciate your beliefs,
It's
you're-
not a belief, it's
Right,
the
okay.
law. But what
All
I'm
right,
going to do
well.
is I've actually got an information pack that I'm going to give to you guys.
Okay.
Well, what's he gonna do now? Karen brought her information pack with her, and I guarantee you that it's made from construction paper, written in crayon, and 60% saliva by weight.
Okay, now this is the receipt of my vehicle. Okay, this I'm going to let you keep that because you can take that with you to your bosses. Okay, and then what we've also got is that you guys have also got a
Welcome back, PJC. And of course, she's going to hand them her information pack, which is just nothing but sovereign citizen BS. And if I was the cop, I would throw it right in the trash.
you guys have also got to make sure that you're not harassing and threatening members of the public as well. So
we're not.
let me just check.
Obviously, being road police, we've got to make sure.
You guys can take, you guys take that with you. Oh,
Thank
sorry,
you.
sorry, not my receipt.
We've got to make sure that everybody's licenses are in order and vehicles are in order.
No, not worthy.
So they don't unknowingly.
Okay, so keep that. You guys take that because there's information in there for you to.
Can I give you that then?
I'm good, thank you. Well, you can just put it up to the screen. I'm not touching any of your paperwork. Yeah, got it.
It's the number of the fines enforcement that's making your license under fines suspension.
There's some
And
more.
that's been enforced
There's
since
some more
12th of,
information to go in your
February.
information pack.
Okay. It's been a very informative day.
I know. Can I just check you're not on my list?
All right.
Right, you're not on my list.
So you're like, no, we're good guys.
All right.
So, like I say, your license is all paid up to 2028. Unfortunately, it's just got that one fine suspension against it that I'm making you aware of today.
Cool.
Should you have any sort of crash or anything like that, it may invalidate any private insurance.
I'm not planning to have any accidents.
Well, nobody plans to have an accident, do they, Rebecca?
Well, debatable.
So I've made you aware of that.
You okay, darling?
Your Ford Ranger.
You can have a cigarette if you want. You can just.
You know, Jim, most likely, I mean, really, the way she's acting, just entitled. She thinks she's in charge of the situation when she's not. And I'm telling you, she's using the soft sit BS to try and defend herself. It's not going to work for her.
Just sit there. You can have a cigarette in the car, darling. Okay.
And your rego is out, all right? And it went out on the 13th of October 2023. And it should be displaying 1HYJ 723. Okay. You, like I say, I know where you're coming from. I understand what you're saying to me. However,
Thank you for admitting that on camera.
we have laws and legislations, and there's a Road Traffic Act in force that every vehicle is registered. It needs to be road legal.
Hey, Liz.
The WA statute. Okay.
Okay,
You're
so
displaying
in fact, whilst
a
we're
false
here, where are the published public rules of statutory jurisdiction that you're trying to enforce?
They're all.
Do you have a copy at the station?
I don't know if there is.
Is there a copy at the library? Where are the published rules
The
of
Road Traffic
statutory
Act
jurisdiction?
you can Google the Road Traffic Act.
Yeah, that
WA.
falls under
All right.
statutory jurisdiction.
Yeah.
So I'm asking
Well,
you
it's
where
all
the
been passed
where are the public's published copies of statutory jurisdiction?
They don't have to answer your question, Karen, because the answers you seek took me less than 5 minutes to find online. The jurisdiction of the police to do exactly what they're doing to you right now can be found in the Road Traffic Act of 1974 and the Road Traffic Vehicle Regulations of 2014. This includes the ability for police to physically remove fake number plates from vehicles, even if it's against the will of a Karen behind the wheel.
They'll be in libraries.
Okay.
Hazard, I guess.
All right. If you're enforcing statutes, acts, and legislations, then that falls under statutory jurisdiction, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm asking, where are the public's published rules of those statutory?
I'll be honest, I don't know.
Okay.
Do you?
I'm good. They don't exist.
They don't exist.
They don't
Oh,
exist.
okay.
Now, the reason they don't exist is because all law should stand under judicial law, and what you're trying to do is enforce statutes, acts, and and legislations when there is no statutory jurisdiction in place. There's heaps of information that I've just given you in that pack. Have a look through it yourselves. This isn't going to help you on your professional level, but it's going to help you on a personal level.
In the meantime, Rebecca, we're going to remove the plates from your vehicle because they're not for this car.
You can't touch my vehicle. I don't think so. That's assault on my vehicle. You do not touch my. I will ring the police and I will make a complaint if you touch my property.
Ah, yes, because calling the police on the police never goes wrong, never fails.
Had police smash through my home. I have had police damage my property. You do not have permission or authority to touch my vehicle. Yes, you do.
We don't need any
Absolutely, you do.
Okay,
Okay, well,
that's what's happening.
all right,
so
no,
I'm
it's not happening.
well-
Hang on, I require you to speak to your superintendent then. I require a senior officer.
I'm the senior
Do
officer
not
Hicks now.
touch my. Give me your phone. I need to ring the police.
Can we all just agree that calling the police on the police is the most Karen thing a Karen can do?
Okay, while he's doing that.
No,
you
do
wanna-
not touch my vehicle. Harry, turn the bloody phone off. Right, I just want to let everybody on Facebook know this. He is now touching my car. You are now stealing, and I will be filing a lawsuit against you personally, Neil, for touching my vehicle without permission. You are now breaking the law yourself.
No, he isn't. Oh my god. Seriously, go ahead and call the police on the police. We all could use a good laugh. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I'm going to file a lawsuit to the pair of you for this. You shouldn't be touching my vehicle.
Okay. We can seize exhibits at common law.
It's nothing to do with common law.
Okay.
It was common law was put in by the barons. It's had nothing to do with that. They're projecting things on people's.
But on this occasion, the plates don't match the vehicle, so that's why we've taken them. Okay.
You can't. You're literally stealing my property. You're literally stealing my property. You think that you can go around and behave like criminals, and you can't. You have an obligation. Okay. This is a dereliction of duty.
We're all good with that? All good with that? I've got the other one. Okay, final thing we've got to do.
Okay, would you want your screws back? It's your property.
Yeah, I think I was right. It looks like it's one of those private plates.
Why don't you take them since you're stealing the rest of my property?
I've got the screws back in at the back.
Do you want your screws back on?
Okay, so I require a specimen breath test.
I require you to stand down and stop trying to bully me.
One continuous breath until I
I'm not doing it. I'm not drinking. I'm in the middle of work. What are you doing?
So all you've got to do is blow into this on one continuous breath until I tell you to stop.
Okay, it is very clear and obvious that I am not drinking. I am in the middle of work.
But I'm giving you a roadside breath test.
Okay, and I do not need to do that. You are trying to get me to contract with you to profit from equity bonds.
Under
I
section
am not
66
doing
of
it.
the Road Traffic Act, I require you to
We've just had a conversation that you don't have the jurisdiction to follow through because you didn't even know it existed.
Okay, so are you telling me that you're not going to provide me
I am telling you that I do not consent to contract or join with you. I waive the benefits on offer.
Okay, so
I
you're
would
not
like
going to give me a specimen breath?
I would. Did you hear what I said?
No, say again.
I do not consent to contract or joinder with you.
Okay.
I waiver the benefits on offer.
Okay, so are you telling me that you're
I am
failing to provide a
wavering.
specimen
No,
breath?
you're not listening. I am wavering the benefits on offer.
Okay, right. Bear with me. What I'll do is I'll set up the secondary, and we'll give her that opportunity. And then
I cannot believe you're doing this. I'm a support worker. You can see that somebody here is distressed in the car.
Well, the fact that you're doing this sovereign citizen BS with a client in the car, you should be fired, honestly. Like, seriously, if you want to go down this whole sob sit path, do it on your own time when you're not at work.
Where is your hat?
His heart is in the Road Traffic Act of 1974, Section 66.
Where is your hat?
My hat?
Yes.
We're policing officers doing our duty.
No, you're not. You're wasting my time.
Well, you just provided us a minute of breath.
I don't need to. I'm in the middle of work. You can see I've not been drinking. You're trying to get me to contact with you. Are you behind on your quotas this week? Is this what this is about? You're behind on your quotas, so
Oh, I should have seen that one coming. The police quota. Like, and as far as I know of from doing research, there's no such thing as a police quota.
you decide to interrupt me whilst I'm in the middle of work. You're now putting... Yes, I'm glad you've read that sign as well. Hey, Leanne, am I okay? Yeah, at the moment. It just depends what these guys are going to do. If you guys could keep watching this and if you can screen record everything that's going on, because this will be for my lawsuit.
Well, she just threatened the lawsuit, so you know what clip I have to play now. Yeah, you know what? Good luck with that lawsuit.
Well, good luck with that.
Because that lawsuit won't go anywhere. The judge will laugh at it.
I'm live on Facebook. There's people are watching you. Where's your phone? No, just your camera. Now, these guys might assault me in a minute, so if they do, Harry, you need to get out the car and stay away from them because they hurt. Listen, darling, if they take me, they're going to be really brave, and I need you to take the chief with you, okay? I will give you my bank card, and we will get you an Uber back to you, and you take the dog with you, and then we'll organise something else, okay? We have to get out of the car first. Shut you under it. I'm going to lock us in. Okay? If they grab me, it's okay. You don't need to do anything. I know I've not done anything, but I won't resist, all right? But if they take me, you don't need to do anything.
So now basically you're advising your client or whoever to basically try and resist arrest and run from the police. All because of her stupidity.
Okay, Rebecca, I'm back.
Hey.
So just to remind you, Tom Lawson, state traffic, my camera is recording. Okay, so what I've been doing whilst you've been sitting here, I've been setting up the breath machine at the back of the car. So I'm going to give you another opportunity.
I'm going to serve you guys notice on the spot. You guys are being served.
I require a specimen breath or breath test. I require you to blow into this device one continuous breath until I tell you to stop. Do you understand?
I don't understand.
Well, maybe I can help you, Karen, because you're acting like a self-entitled see you next Tuesday, threatening to call the cops on the cops. And normal people don't act like this unless they've had a little bit too much super glue to drink.
Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm requiring a roadside breath test.
Okay, just to let everybody know, these guys are getting served lawful documents.
Okay. So do you...
No, I guarantee you whatever you're about to hand the officer is not a lawful document. It's probably something that you just made up with a freaking paper and crayon. Either that or some BS that cherry picks Supreme Court rulings from the United States, which doesn't apply because this is in Australia.
Consent.
Right, well,
You
Okay, this guy has now been served. This is recorded on camera. Tom.
Require specimen breath.
Okay, both of these guys. I do not understand.
Okay, you need to blow into it. I want you to use
I
breath.
do not understand. Why are you doing this? Do I not
Because
talk to you?
it's a breath test. It's a random breath test.
Money. Stop leaning on my vehicle, please. Excuse me. Get off my vehicle.
Okay, so you're not
Tom,
telling me that
Tom,
you're going to accept
I've
this.
wavered. I haven't refused.
Okay, so
I've
I
not
now require
refused.
you to accompany me to that vehicle.
I'm not getting out.
Watch her try and cite the UCC. Oh, I'm just waiting for it, Gary. I'll be surprised if she doesn't cite the UCC.
Because you're going to assault me.
We're not going to assault you. We're on camera.
If you think that makes a difference.
Okay, right.
Do no.
Can you please come out the vehicle?
You've just stole it. You've hurt my hand.
No, she doesn't, Jim.
You've just hurt my blooming hand. I knew that you was going to assault. This is what you do to women. This is what you do. You're coming out my hand. Get me the police. I'm going to call the police. Okay.
Right,
I require a superintendent to the scene immediately.
And then if more cops do show up there when you call the police, I'm sure that's the equivalent to misuse of 911 or whatever Australia calls it. And then you're probably going to complain that there's more cops there.
Rebecca, it's been
Rebecca.
Stop damaging my car.
Damaging your car.
Get the police. Get the police.
Okay, so I require you to come into that vehicle.
Get the police.
Want to be manhandling you.
You've hurt me already. Just stop.
Just please step out the vehicle.
I'm ringing the police. You shouldn't be doing this to me. No. Police, please. Where the
wait.
Hurry.
Okay, so you can be arrested for failing to provide a second
I've not committed a crime.
Okay.
I've not committed any crimes.
You may
I keep
have to
telling
arrest
you.
you.
For what
You've
crime?
got to come to
For
that
what
vehicle.
crime?
Provide a specimen under the Road Traffic Act.
Please, quickly.
No worries, Karen, because they're already there. Is that quick enough for you?
Emergency, please. I have 2 police officers breaching their dereliction of duty. I'm from Western Australia. I require a superintendent to the scene immediately. These police are bullying me. They have weapons on them. They have guns on them. They have hurt my hand.
Except you forgot to mention the part where they tried to remove you from the vehicle and you resisted them.
How dare you grab me? Please, I require a superintendent to the scene immediately. I mean, where are we? Mandurah. Where are we, please?
We're on Mandurah Road, across of Coodinut Drive.
Mandurah Road. I require a superintendent to the scene immediately. I have 2 male police officers attempting to hurt me.
We're Tango Sierra 219.
You've just
Tango Sierra 219.
Tell the operator.
There are 2 police officers. They are with weapons. They have hurt my hand. They are bullying me. I have committed no crimes. I require a superintendent to the scene immediately.
You just tell the operator of Tango Sierra 219.
Tango Sierra 219 are the
police
culprits.
Okay.
You've really blooming out my finger. Look what you
caught
did.
my finger.
What are you grabbing my stuff
Yeah,
for? I
you
require
got
a superintendent to the scene immediately, please. My name is Rebecca Whitehead, lowercase. My name is Rebecca Whitehead, lowercase. They are harassing me. They are threatening me. There is a dereliction of duty. There is a gross misconduct. No, I don't want you to speak to them. I'm ringing to complain about you.
Right.
I require.
I agree, Wixom. Like, really, enough with these games. Just yank the door open and drag her out if you have to already. Stop entertaining this soft-sit BS and her wasting even more resources now by calling the police on the police.
Yeah, superintendent here immediately. Your police officers are rogue. who are breaching their code of conduct. No, I require a superintendent to the scene. You are live streaming on Facebook. I am requiring a senior member of staff. Please help me.
There's not enough lead paint in the world to help sovereign citizens out of their problem. And Karen, what exactly do you think is going to happen when more police get there?
Mandra. I've just told you. Call it. No, there's 4 men. 4 men and 1 woman.
But we're not even touching you.
I require a superintendent here immediately. Your police officers are breaching their code of conduct. There is a gross dereliction of duty. One of them has just grabbed my hand, grabbed my car keys. They are trying to force me to do things that I do not want to do. They have weapons on them. There are 4 men.
A specimen of breath for analysis under section 6.
If I do this, breath, are you going to let me go then?
Yes.
Right, well, go on, get it. No, I'm not getting out of the car. You've already hurt me.
Hey, Karen, you could have just said, hey, I accept that I made a mistake, and taken that breath test to prove that you're just delusional and not drunk.
I still require a senior officer, please. I require a superintendent to the scene immediately. I need to make a complaint about these police officers. I'm not going to the station.
If you want to make a complaint, the superintendent is not going to come out. So I'll be honest with you. You need to if you want to make a complaint, you can make a complaint online.
I'm not doing that. It's legal entrapment.
Or you can go into a police station, Rebecca. All right. They're your options.
They are threatening and intimidating me. You're telling me if I don't do it, you're going to arrest me for nothing? I haven't done anything wrong.
It comes with the power of arrest, Rebecca.
Yeah.
When you get to the station, okay, you can't complain on a 000 line. So if you go
I'm not asking to complain. I require. How many times do I have to say it? I require a senior member of staff.
You've got 2 sergeants on scene. You're not going to get anybody more senior than us.
Next, she'll demand the Aussie Prime Minister. That wouldn't surprise me, Jim. Oh man, stop wasting time with her and just arrest her already. I mean, she's already arrested her for wasting and misusing emergency services.
make that request on a 0 line, you're going to have to go to the station and request it there.
Right, so there's no senior.
When you get to the station, Rebecca, you can make a complaint. Okay? But you can't make a complaint on a 0 line. You're going to have to follow the instructions of the officers. Okay? If you want to make a complaint, you can do that online.
But I'd really like to take that, and we don't have to.
That's the end of it.
Right, thank you.
We don't have to make you feel horrible. We don't have to reluctantly use force if we have to. We don't want to. We're just asking you, all right?
Right, but you can see that I'm not drunk.
I know. Well,
I don't drink.
We don't know.
You can see you're not daft.
I know.
You're not daft.
Yes.
Okay, so
everybody we stop has a preliminary breath test.
Right, so
Okay,
I
so
want you to say on camera that if I do this, you are going to let me go and you are not going to hurt me.
Yeah, I'll
that's absolutely
I can't touch her.
okay. Right. So require a specimen breath for breath test. Okay, blowing the machine. One continuous breath until I tell you to stop.
Don't consent to this.
Keep going, and stop. That's it.
Thank you.
Simple as.
Can I have my car keys back? You really
000.
plumbing out. Thank you.
Thank
Why
you.
do you need that as proof? I told you. You should have believed me.
Police don't operate under the believe me, bro doctrine. They operate under the give me your driver's license and stop putting your sovereign citizen artwork where your official number plate should be. All right, so that's the end of the video. And yeah, it just cut off right there. Almost as if she had something to hide, like the police breaking her key so she couldn't drive off without any plates.
Hey guys, just want to let everybody know that I'm safe. The cops are gone. And
Well, I think she should have been arrested for obstruction because she just wasted about 15-20 minutes arguing with the cops and misusing their emergency service line to call the police on the police. Like, she definitely should have been arrested, in my opinion. But then again, like, the laws are different over there than from the United States.
They stole my plates, hurt my finger, broke my car keys, and then left.
Well, I guess this would be a good time for you to take full advantage of your right to travel and walk your dumbass home. All right, so no window break, no taser, and it still felt good to laugh at a sovereign citizen getting her fake plates ripped off of her car, only to have the officer offer her back her screws as souvenirs. So if you like the video, hit the like button. If you dislike,
an excellent video from Team Skeptic, and be sure to go subscribe to Team Skeptic. He is a great channel, posts tons of soft sit content, and yeah, be sure to check him out if you haven't already. True, Jim, perhaps the client and the doc may be factored in, which you're probably a good point. All right, so I think we have at least one more video for today. I think we might end today's stream a little earlier than normal, but we do have at least one more that I wanted to take a look at. It's starting to get humid here, even with the AC on. So this is one that came up in my recommendations yesterday. I haven't seen this one yet, but it looked interesting for the stream. Entitled woman turns missed doctor's appointment into a police matter.
On August 22, 2022, deputies responded to a primary care clinic regarding a woman who refused to leave.
Did you guys call?
Yes, that
What's
was
going
me
on?
that called.
Okay, what's going on?
Because this young lady right here
Okay.
will not leave the building, and she's been harassing the patients that was in here, and says that she's gonna sit in the lobby until she sees the doctor, and the doctors have stated he cannot see her.
They asked you to
Okay,
leave?
I have appointment with
Doesn't
the
matter.
doctor.
This is a business.
Okay, I would like to talk to the doctor.
I can't, they don't have to, you don't have to see the doctor. I don't know if you're misunderstanding. Like the doctor has told his staff that.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You missed your appointment. The
No, I'm not
doctor,
missing nothing.
I cannot explain it to you any other way. You have to leave. If you refuse to leave, then the law kicks in. It's a
I
privately
want
owned
to see
company.
your ID.
Okay.
Give me
You
your
need
card.
to walk outside.
No.
You need to walk outside. This is all being recorded on body cam. I've asked you for 10 minutes to walk outside. Please walk outside. You're not allowed to be here, okay? Thank you. This is all being recorded. You violated the law 3 times. At this point, you have 3 different charges. You've resisted arrest by not listening to my commands. You have trespassed. How far do you want to take this?
Okay.
How far would you like
arrest
to take
me
this?
Because I going to the doctor.
I told you to
woman,
leave.
No give me go to doctor.
It's a business.
It's not business. It's a look.
It
Primary
is
care,
a private
Cleveland
company. Cleveland Clinic, Indian River Hospital is a private business.
I want that all one of you.
Okay, this is all being recorded, okay?
I want
There's my name. If you'd like to write it down, you can write it down, okay?
Give me pen. You can pen right down.
You have to provide your own pen.
I will let you borrow a pen.
Okay. It's unusual. Go to doctor. Is then give me go to doctor.
They're the ones that called on you.
No.
She refused to leave for an hour and got nasty with the staff. It's simple.
Michael Pierce.
P-I-E-R-C-E.
You can just request a video because it's all been recorded since I got here. That's the easiest way to do it. You can put it on Facebook or Instagram or anything else.
Zada, L-O-Z-A-D-A.
See if they want to.
You know, people just don't seem to understand the difference between public and a private business. That doctor's office is a privately owned business, and they are refusing you service. It's not like a hospital emergency room where they basically have to take anyone if they're having an emergency. True Science is reporting the rise of the Moors are guilty. That's good. That's not surprising. Hopefully they get some jail time, all of them. Just going through the chat here. It could be Wixom. Boy, that that softs it. Damn.
Trespass. You can ask him.
It was the department.
Indian River County Sheriff's Office. But you're not free to leave yet, okay? So you're not allowed to go anywhere.
Get her information for me.
No, Rob, not worthy.
Here you go. Now you'll do the same for him, right?
You have a
So your notebook?
ID
What
card.
crime is the emergency? What crime I did?
So we're going to issue what's called a trespass warning.
If they want
If they want one.
The trespass warning. What is trespass warning?
Therefore, I'm asking for your identification so that I can.
So here's my prediction. She's going to refuse to provide her ID to the cop. The cop will arrest her. Then she'll start with the waterworks. Because that's typically how these go.
Fill out the paperwork.
Do you want her back here anymore?
We will have to speak to the doctor
Okay.
to see if he is saying yes or no.
Okay.
So yeah, could you ask?
Do you have an ID card with you?
What kind of trespass are trespassing? It's a Cleveland clinic.
They have a right. They have a right to deny you service. They have a right to ask you to leave, and therefore, they've asked you to leave. You refuse. Now,
No,
we are
Jack.
telling you have to leave.
I told her to leave twice and she
Now
refused.
becomes, listen to me. Listen to me.
She's not doing it.
Listen to me. Now it becomes criminal. If you refuse to give me your ID, you're going to go to jail. It's not a threat. It's just that's what's going to happen. So you can give me your ID. We can do the paperwork. You can walk away and leave, never come back, or I'm gonna put you in handcuffs. We're gonna go to jail.
Let me guess.
And you're gonna get
to give us her information.
That's correct.
I want.
So I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you decide what you want to do.
One more second, ma'am. I'm going to do this as nice as possible because I don't want to see you ruin your day. I don't know if you're familiar with the law, and I think you're confused about being a doctor. This is a business no different than Publix and the Chinese restaurant and the pizza place. They choose who they see. You made an appointment. They agreed to see you. Finish.
No.
You don't let me finish.
They must look at any
Don't let me
patient.
finish.
You're not choosing who they
No,
see
that's
in
not
the
true.
hospital.
Absolutely not true. This is not a hospital. This is a business. This is a off-site medical.
Lady, you're not at a hospital. You're at a doctor's office, which, like the officer is trying to explain to you, it's a private business and they can pick and choose, like, who they want to serve. You obviously did something. Now they don't want to provide you service anymore. It's as simple as that. It's not that difficult to understand.
Care. If you go to the emergency room, they have to see you. This is not the emergency room, so let me finish. This is a business. They've asked you to leave. The minute you did not leave the lobby on their request, you broke the law of trespassing. Then the ugly guy in the suit shows up that has the law to tell you to leave. I told you to leave. You refused. I had to put my hand on your shoulder, which was recorded, and escort you gently out of the building. That act is called resisting arrest. You were given a lawful order to leave. You refused. Now you have two violations of the law. The third coming is he is telling you to produce your identification, which is a lawful command, and we have a right to do that. I do not want you to get in trouble. I'm trying to do everything possible to keep this to a peaceful resolution. They want to trust that?
Thank you.
They got to get with the doctor.
They're going to do that now? Okay. Okay. So, again, I understand your frustration. I'm sorry.
Owner's building, David George.
This
I
is
want to talk to him.
The owner of the building? I don't know who the owner of the building is. You have to look.
Business.
Owner is Cleveland Clinic, which is a national company that has hospitals all over the United States. He is not the owner.
I cannot talk to him.
They don't have to let you. That's like going to Publix and demanding the manager, and then he says, I don't want to talk to you.
If I want to public, the people doing something.
You don't have to, though.
I must talk to manager. It's a rules.
You're missing. You're not. You're not. It's a private business. You're missing the point.
No.
You are. You have a right to talk to a boss here because that's a government entity. This is a private business. They do not have to produce the boss. The boss can say, tell her to leave. I don't want to ever see her again, and that's what they have the right to do. So you're misunderstood slightly about how the business operates. So again, I'm not disagreeing that you're upset or that you didn't get seen or there's an issue, but the way you're handling it is not correct. And it's
get you.
So what I
no
do?
I would look into the Cleveland Clinic company online and get a
supervisor of the business or a complaint.
So what
from
I
the-
doing it? Then you give me see doctor.
You would maybe give you a different doctor. Yes, send you to another location.
Okay, give me doctor
But
now.
I can't do that here. This is
No, why am I supposed to see different doctor? I won't see this one. It's my doctor. I see him for 2 years.
it doesn't sound like he wants. I don't know that he wants to see you anymore.
Okay, go ask him. Call.
That's what they're doing. They're asking him. They're asking him if he wants to see you.
First of all, doctor cannot refuse.
She's not allowed back.
She's not allowed back. GW.
All right, GW. You want to grab one?
Yeah, can you grab one from me?
I don't have grab one. So they don't want to ever. You're not allowed to ever come back here again.
Come back here, you go to jail. Okay, that's the bottom line.
And that doctor made that decision.
Doctor make decision.
Yes.
So that's something you'll have to take up with the Cleveland Clinic.
If you're supposed to be doing on a paper, you just say me on a box.
No, we're gonna fill out a piece of paper for
The
you,
doctor's going to sign it.
and then
Okay,
we're
doctor can sign it.
yep, and then you'll get a copy, and then you can deal with Cleveland Clinic later on. Okay.
Okay, right.
And the doctor will sign it. Okay.
I have to get my supervisor to let him know what all he needs. Okay. So then they're going to be able to.
But we're gonna have a
out an
form.
official letter. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have a form, and basically we just need him to sign it, and that'll explain that she's not allowed to come back. She gets a copy, you get a copy, and then you guys can keep one and file it with your business.
Okay.
I would just ask that he's the one that signs it. We're gonna fill the paper out, and your doctor is going to sign the paper that indicates that you're trespassed and not allowed to come back here, and you will get a copy of that to take to whoever you'd like to file the complaint with.
So, what crime I commit?
Trespassing.
I have appointment. I invited.
Okay. If you're gonna listen to me, I'll explain it to you one more time.
Trespassing. I
At the
invited.
You were invited, and then they told you to leave, and you refused. The statute says once your invitation has been revoked, you must immediately exit the premises, which you did not. And when I told you to leave, you did not. You refused. That's
She said me waiting on all appointments finished. Yeah,
But
waiting.
then I came
people
and told
leave,
you to
and
leave.
I call after. Why? Do you can control what doctor I going? You call to me and make me leave out of doctor?
They have the right to do that.
Who?
The business. You're looking at this.
Doctor never know what I'm here.
He did. He signed the paper. He doesn't want you here. The doctor.
Show me paper.
You're gonna have it.
Lady, they're gonna give you the paperwork, and then they're gonna tell you to leave. And if you don't leave, you're going to jail. It's very simple. This isn't complicated. You did something obviously where this place at this location never wants to see you again.
Here shortly.
You're gonna get a copy of it.
Doctor, no, it's unusual. You know, if doctor no one see me, I have appointment, I can sue him. You know this?
Well, and that's perfectly fine. You can certainly try.
Perfectly fine.
Sure.
But that's not a law enforcement thing. We don't do suit. We don't do lawsuits.
What you doing?
Criminal, which is what you did. You broke the law.
I broken the law.
Several
by
times.
going to that, what you do there? You hypnotizing heavy. I know well what you're doing.
What am I doing?
It's what you're doing. And I actually called the federal yesterday. He said, I'll go after you. Today, I be called to him again. He be called to me. He give you all your names for put to jail all corruption of police in there.
It's all being
Just for
recorded.
you know it.
Okay. And when you make sure you get the video make sure you get the video of you breaking the law when you refuse to leave and put that on there as well. Because you broke the law several times. So that's not corruption.
I misunderstood what she was doing.
She said that
perfectly. She understood perfectly. Maybe you something she understood. He does.
We're corrupt. Okay.
You are. You going to the doctor office and pushing me out.
I didn't push you out.
Sometimes they make me think what is criminal in around doctor.
Ma'am, may I
And these people too. I want to know her name.
may I interrupt for a second?
Yeah, go give me her name. It's my right.
And now she's gonna go soft, isn't she? I want your names and badge numbers. Just going through the chat. Exactly, Liz. What she's saying translates to my parents never said no to me as a child. Perfectly described, Liz. Like, This is probably the first time she's ever been told no. She's ever been told no and not gotten her way. Well, like, really, this isn't that big of a deal. Just, I'm sure there's plenty of other doctor's offices in the area.
Okay.
This
We'll give you
woman
one.
at the lobby.
Sorry.
Name this woman at the lobby.
Okay. Let me explain what was going to happen to you.
You do this too. Okay, I don't know what to do now. I can explain what happened to you. You will be both on a federal prison.
Whatever you say about me is your right. I'm here to protect this business that you violated the law in, and that's it. You can threaten me. You can tell me whatever you like to tell me. It's irrelevant. Your lack of knowledge of the law is your fault. Maybe you should go home and read about it and learn the law. Then you wouldn't think I was corrupt for doing my job.
You will give me see a doctor. I want to see doctor. I want to talk to the doctor.
Go to the emergency room.
You don't have the right to talk to this doctor anymore.
You go to the emergency room.
Okay, I want for doctor to say it to me.
He's going to give you a piece of paper that says it. You don't have a right. I don't know who you think you're in charge of, but you don't have a right to make those requests. You don't. So it's funny, whatever.
The doctor.
It doesn't matter.
It's a law
He
enforcement.
took it
that you
away
can talk to
and he told you to leave.
I can't believe it.
The doctor wants you gone. He doesn't want to see you anymore.
I want for doctor say it to me.
He's giving you a piece of paper that says
First
it.
of all, doctor don't have a right to say it. Okay.
Absolutely, he does. Absolutely, he does. Okay.
All right, this is a trespass warning, stating you're hereby notified that you're no longer authorized, licensed, or invited to enter or remain at this premises. You may be arrested or refused to leave or return to the area at time. Basically, long story short, easiest way is that you cannot come back to this property. If you do, you go to jail. That's the easiest way to
So what's the sign? Where?
sign it right here. Dr. David Hurst. Dr. David Hurst. That's the office phone number. He even gave me his business card. Okay.
We're going to a business card?
You can go in.
May I look?
Yeah, David Hurst. From my report, so I need it. Don't snatch anything away from my hands. Don't try to be funny here. Okay, all right, we're already cutting you a break as it is. So you can do two of the things. You can sign it and get your copy, and then you can be on your way.
You don't sign it nothing. It's not him.
This is David. Yes, it is. It's all on body camera. Are you going to refuse to sign this? So if you refuse it, you're still trespass. It doesn't mean anything. So when you come back here, you're going to go to jail. Okay? I'm just going to write down refuse, okay?
And sign it nothing. That's what you wanted for my son.
Okay. You don't have to sign it. You're still trespass from here. If you come back, you go to jail. There you are. You're free to leave.
You actually have to leave, so
you have to
need to leave.
You don't leave.
I have to leave.
Yes.
You don't leave, you're going to jail.
Yes.
This is like your last and final warning.
Okay.
Okay?
I know how it is.
Better day.
She's gonna turn around and go back, isn't she? Like, really? I just have this feeling she's gonna turn around and go back to that to go back to that doctor's office. Because it's way too simple. Like, she's gonna make this worse for herself.
I want name this.
There it is! 7 minutes later. She's going to jail. Watch.
Woman.
You're seconds from going to jail.
I have one name
need to leave.
this woman and I sue her. For this what she doing to me now. It's my right. You cannot give me go inside, but you must go inside.
No, I do not have to do that. No, I don't have to do that. No, I don't.
No, it's my right.
That's not important right now.
Hire your attorney.
No.
Hire an attorney and sue them. No, you can hire an attorney.
Call Cleveland Clinic.
No. Oh, she hasn't gone inside yet. So I'm
gonna wait for her. I'm gonna wait for him to show up.
She hasn't gone inside yet.
Okay, go into the movement.
We are not going inside to get her name. It's not your right.
Okay, you go. Yeah, that's my right.
No, it's not.
I know my right.
No, you don't. You don't know the law.
Okay, how about
Yeah, she clearly does not understand the law and how any of this works. Like, the cops are being more than patient here with her. If I was the cop, I would have just, the second she came back, I would have arrested her. Yeah, bring out the cuffs already. Exactly, Prince Jedi Master.
call 911 and say what you're doing.
We are 911, so there you go. You call 911 for that. You call 911 for that. You'll be abusing 911. You'll go to jail.
I'd be abusing 911
Correct.
and go to jail.
Yep.
I'm telling you right now, the best thing for you to do is get in your car and go home, or go up to Cleveland Clinic ER. That's what I'm telling you. I beg, Olga.
I have all units.
Good. I understand that. I get it. Olga, please go. Please go home. Please.
I want names, this woman.
Pretty please. Go home.
Oh my gosh. You're criminal.
Please go home.
So you are kidnapping doctor right now?
Now you've caused the staff to lock the door because they feel threatened. You need to leave.
Please go home. Just go home.
I want names, this woman.
Absolutely not.
Cleveland Clinic will give them to you.
I'm not signing. Okay. I'm not signing your paper. Actually, physically, no give.
Hey Sean, good to see you. This is our last video of the day, but it's always good to see you, my friend.
You're going to jail. This has gone far enough. Let's take her. That's it. Yep.
Okay, I saw you.
Okay.
Nope.
You're going to 15.
Going to jail.
You're going to jail.
You have been given every right to not go to jail.
Don't resist me.
Take my, don't take my bag.
Buddy. Let go of it.
That's worse than it really is.
You're charging me.
I know. Everything's on video. Don't worry about it.
That's what we didn't want to do.
Under
Okay?
arrest.
Under arrest now. You go to jail.
Give my bag.
Stop moving.
Be still.
All right, come on. Uncalled for. Go ahead and get in the car.
She was charged with trespassing, resisting arrest without violence. Like really, what part of leave don't people understand? Like, you're not welcome there anymore. Just leave. Seriously. Oh boy. Like, and she left. At first she left, then she came back and started up again. People, man. People just love to cause trouble for themselves. All right, everyone. I think that's where we're gonna start to wrap things up for today. Definitely been an interesting stream. A ton of sovereign citizens today, which was good. Boy, that sausage that called 911 on the cops, or called the police on the police, rather. She definitely should have been arrested. And I think my favorite video from today was the Van Balian video where the guy got his window smashed. This is what happens when you grew up eating lead paint chips like Cool Ranch Doritos. Yup, exactly. Exactly, Celtic bastard. Thanks, Mert. Hey, Encoded, we're just wrapping up here, but good to see you. And yeah, there's going to be a new video out on the channel on Friday, so be on the lookout for that. And if you're a channel member, the video is already available too, so be sure to go check it out if you are a channel member. And let's just take a look at the temperature here, because it's definitely been a lot hotter since the stream started. Currently 90 degrees with a real feel of 99 degrees, and it's only going to get hotter. So I think I'm going to go relax, maybe watch some TV or play some games, and try and stay cool in the air conditioning. Just real quick, want to give a shout out again to everyone today that contributed. Thank you to Brian for being a member now for 5 months. Thank you to Greg Tronick for being a member for 13 months. Thanks to Jack Gunner for being a member for 21 months. And thank you to Jesse Green for being a member for 11 months. And thanks to all of you here for staying here, watching the channel. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button if you haven't already. And yeah, thank you to everyone for all of your support. So yeah, like I said, new video on Friday, and that's going to wrap it up for me for today. And as always, I will see you all next time. Take care, everyone. And stay cool. Take care, everyone.